morning, this is Mike with M&N Adventures, and right now we're riding on 264 from the ocean front. We're headed to the Colonial Parkway. We're going to take Interstate 264 from the ocean front over here towards Norfolk. We're going to get on 64 West. We're going to take that over to Newport News. Newport News, we'll get on 17. We'll take that to Yorktown. And we're going to start today's ride of the Colonial Parkway at the Yorktown Victory Center. A couple of quick notes to think about when going on this. I recommend if you're staying at the ocean front here on vacation or something, and it's during tourist season, that you leave the ocean front fairly early in the morning, because you can catch traffic at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. So I didn't leave quite as early as I wanted to. It is currently about 9 o'clock, and it's going to take us about 45 minutes to an hour to get there, depending on traffic. So we'll see how the tunnel is today. See you in a little bit. Okay, here we are. We're coming up on the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. And like I said before, I don't think I left early enough. It says it's got a 3.5 mile backup already this morning. I don't mind a little bit of delay as long as you don't come to a complete stop. Okay, we're back. We're on the first section of the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. Over there to our left is Norfolk Naval Base. That's actually the airfield portion of it right there. Here in a few minutes you'll be able to see coming up on the left the carriers and other ships in the distance on the piers. It is the world's largest naval station. Only fitting since it serves the world's largest navy. Coming up here I saw the signs. They said 3.5 mile backup. Actually it's 2, and we haven't come to a complete stop, but it's been slow, bumping back and forth between first and second gear. So okay, we're getting ready to come on the second part of the bridge, and over there are the carriers and stuff at Norfolk Naval Base. I don't know, I don't think we'll get a better view of them today because I'm not coming back this route. We're going to take the Monitor Merrimack on the way back. As you can see over there to our right is actually the tunnel portion where that little island's at. It'll go underwater. On the Norfolk side, we'll come up in Hampton, Virginia. Out there on that little island where you see that big old flag, there is actually a old Revolutionary Civil War all the way through World War II naval protection fortification. They used to put the big guns out there to protect the Chesapeake Bay even before Norfolk Naval Base was there. So then on the opposite side, on the Hampton side, there's also another casemate out there that was Revolutionary, the Civil War and on, and it just only closed down a couple years ago, Fort Story, so that they could get a complete coverage of fire all the way across the bay, starting with the days of the old cannonballs. Okay, here we are in the bridge tunnel. I'm having a little bit of problems with the remote today for the camera. Still have better luck with the Sony than I do with my GoPro. Sat down this morning and I was looking at both daytime and nighttime pictures, distance and everything else, and I just think that the Sony camera does so much better. I've never actually sat down and done a side-by-side, but I've seen other people's. We are still in the tunnel, taking us a little while today. I think all the tourists are leaving town. They got to go back for work for Monday. I know that feeling. Normally by this point the traffic's already broke up in the tunnel, but it is what it is today. We've lost about 10 minutes to traffic, and we're gonna have a little bit of work zone right before we get off on, well, no, take that back. They finished that work zone on the interstate before 17 north, so hopefully once we get through here we'll be free sailing the rest of the way up to 17. Didn't really get to see it at Fort Story over there to the right. Like I said before, it is a pre-Civil War, Revolutionary War base, and there's an old casemate there. And although the base is closed down, the casemate is still open for tours. It's been turned into a museum. Really fun and interesting place to go. Highly recommend it if you've got a few days in town. And here we go on into Hampton. Okay, getting ready to come up here on our right hand side is the Hampton Coliseum and Convention Center. For many, many, many years it was the premier location here locally for concerts here at the Coliseum, and still get some. Convention Center over there as well. They got the gun show today, I think. Talked to another motorcycle on my way across the bridge in the heavy traffic, and he said that's where he was headed today. Well, we're going to just cruise on past, and we're going to head on up here to Yorktown. Well, I don't know what's going on down here today, but the exits actually seems to be causing me the most trouble so far. I chose not to take 17 thinking this is going to be quicker, and might have made a mistake. But live and learn. Couldn't have known this was going to happen. That's what I get for taking super slab instead of surface roads. As we come into Yorktown here, start seeing off on both sides all sorts of Revolutionary War battlefields. A cemetery up here on the left and other stuff. It just, whole area is just littered with history. It really is. I tried to do this run about right before the 4th of July, so 2 weeks ago, and I made the whole run. I really did, and I forgot to plug in the mic, so I had absolutely no audio for any of my video. Just horrible wind noise. So made sure we got the mic plugged in today, and here in just a few minutes we'll be getting ready to start. Decided to take a short detour before we actually start. Here we are inside actual Yorktown, downtown historic Yorktown. It is a national park protection area. Plenty of places to walk and buildings to see and all sorts of stuff down here. I'm not going to spend too long here today. You can see the York River there in front of us. We're going to go down here to Water Street along the river. Quite often during the summers, on the Saturdays, they'll have something going on down here. And sure enough, got a whole street market going on. Oh, look at that. Got a couple tall ships in. Let's go around the long way so I can get a camera shot of the tall ships. Okay, there's Yorktown Beach. I'm not sure coming around this way gave us a whole lot better view of the tall ships. Looks like a couple schooners are Looks like, yeah, 2 of them in. I don't know. Didn't see them 2 weeks ago when I was here. I don't know if I just missed them or they got something going on this weekend. Coleman Bridge going across to the northern neck. A lot of good camping up there, fishing, other stuff to do. Not actually going to stop at the little fair they got on going down here, but looks interesting. Might have to come back sometime in the future. Okay, we're gonna make a quick turn in here to the American Revolution Museum at Yorktown. It is directly across from the start of the Colonial Parkway. I'm gonna run in here for a second and make a quick restroom stop and change the batteries in my camera, and then we will start the parkway. There's the entrance to the Revolutionary War Museum. Got a nice little cafe here. I think I will walk through the gift shop real quick. Morning. Okay, here we go to start. Crossroad, and we'll officially be on the Colonial Parkway. I'm going to start off here paralleling the river for a few minutes, and then we're going to start cutting across to the James River. All along the way there's a lot of pull-offs and oversights, a lot of different historical items along the way to see. I'm not going to be stopping at them all today. And here we are on the Colonial Parkway. First stop will be Williamsburg, and then will be Jamestown. Off on our right's the York River. Real beautiful road to ride. For anybody who's following my videos, you know I also do RVing stuff. Colonial Parkway is more than large enough to bring just about any RV you want down. I would, if you have something higher than your average RV, double check the bridge heights along the way on your maps, just to double check and make sure. But I really don't think there'll be a problem. Off on our right, can't really see it through the woods, is the pier for the Yorktown Naval Weapons Station. Don't want to get on their bad side. It is a federal reservation, and it is not open to the public.